This is the 128th time I've done this. I get up there on a stage and I talk to thousands and thousands of people, maybe millions of people at this point, and I see all these hands go up when I ask them if they think they're losers. And then I ask them why. And the thing I always say, the thing I always hear is, well, things have just kind of happened to me. Things haven't really worked out the way I wanted them to. I haven't gotten the girl or the guy, I haven't gotten the money, I haven't gotten the success that I wanted. And I know what they're thinking. They're thinking, why is this guy yelling at us? He doesn't understand. This guy's never been through what we've been through. This guy's never had our problems. And if they look, let's say they look at my background, or my upbringing, or where I grew up, they might think, oh, well, he probably had it easy. But here's what they don't understand. Winners are programmed to win. Losers are programmed to lose. We are literally raised, and I was saying this to a friend the other day, we're raised to be losers. We're raised to be victims. We're raised to blame other people for our problems. We're raised to blame our childhood for our problems. We're raised to blame our genetics for our problems. There's a million excuses that we can come up with as to why we can't do something. But here's what happens. When you're someone like me and you grow up poor, you don't have a lot of opportunities. So what happens? You gotta find a way to hustle. You gotta find a way to get out there and make shit happen because you don't have any other choice. I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth. I didn't have rich parents that were gonna bail me out. I didn't have any of that stuff. I was scared of failing because I knew that if I failed, I was gonna end up back in the projects. And so I had this fire inside of me that pushed me to go out there and to make shit happen. Most of the people that watch my videos, most of the people that are listening to this right now, you guys had it easy. You guys were given everything you could possibly need growing up. You had food on the table, probably clothes on your back, a roof over your head, love from your parents, all that other stuff. But you guys are still losers because you're still not getting the things that you want. And so, the question you have to ask yourself is, why is that? Why is it that I'm not achieving the success that I want? Why is it that I'm not making more money? Why is it that I'm not getting the girl or the guy? Why is it that I'm not living the lifestyle that I want to live? The answer to that question, it has to be found within yourself. You have to go within yourself and figure out why it is that you're not getting the things that you want. For most people, the reason they don't have a lot of money is because they're lazy. They don't have a strong enough desire. If you had it really rough growing up, you probably have that fire inside of you already. You know how to channel that anger, that frustration, that bitterness that you might have into fuel for your success. If you didn't have it easy growing up, you already have what most people are lacking, which is the desire to win, which is the fire to go out there and make shit happen. Here's what you guys got to do. You got to surround yourself with winners. You got to surround yourself with people that inspire you to go out there and take action. You got to start thinking about what it is that you want. You got to start thinking about what your goals are. Then you got to start working on your goals every single day. You got to start creating the lifestyle that you want to live. And once you start doing that, you got to keep your eye on the prize, and you got to keep pushing forward. Don't ever stop hustling. Don't ever stop trying to make things happen. And don't ever complain about the cards that you've been dealt in life, because we're all dealt a different hand. Some people are dealt a hand that looks like it's full of aces and eights, and you're sitting there complaining about it. I was dealt a hand of 2-7 off suit. I look down at my cards and I see 2 sevens off suit, and I'm like, all right, I might as well fold, because most of the people that have watched my videos, that's the hand you were dealt, and you're sitting there complaining about it instead of going out there and making things happen. You're sitting there hoping that you get lucky, hoping that you get served up a royal flush when your whole cards are 2 sevens off suit. And that's the position that most people are in. So if you want to be successful, if you want to win, you have to be willing to take risks. You have to be brave. And that starts with the decisions that you make every single day. So when you get up in the morning, when you decide how you're going to react to certain situations, when you decide what kind of person you're going to be, when you decide what kind of actions you're going to take, that's where it starts. That's where you separate yourself from the 99% of people that are going to live a lifetime of regret and misery because they refuse to take control of their own life.